Alright, let's bring this thing on up. How's folks? No, dropping that doesn't help it. In fact, it makes it worse. I've got the green screen doing that flickering thing above me again, and I hate it. Hey, Ish, how you doing? Hey, CLZ. Enjoy your lurk. Where even were we? To start of night 8, I think. Yeah, looks like. Alright. It's trash cans all the way down, yeah. Hey, it's CT. Alright, we've got enough to go ahead and finish expanding out. I don't have any corpse piles that really and absolutely need got. And we have a unbelievable incoming mess on this side. So that tells me, hey, Dragon House, where the ballista need to be. All of the ballista. You can afford a thing. That's lovely. We'll be putting our expenses here. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. This is that rare day where I actually need 3 heals, so we'll go ahead and tap the restore to everybody button. Nobody else needs healing, so that means the freebie is now irrelevant. Bump the mana and then do the same there. Also on my to-do list today is anything that is not a wall on the outside wall gets to stop existing. We're replacing all of that with proper walls tonight. Yeah, sadly the fact that we didn't get a lot of corpse piles means we're not going to be pulling in tons of items tonight, but that's fine. Let's bump out the mist, firm up the arrows. Yeah, that's why we're doing that right there. No really terrible sneak attack from the corner tonight. But the vast bulk of our defense is going to be here. That is a very reasonable longbow as they go. We don't actually want or need a longbow, however, so we'll take the reroll on that. Yeah, this tunic is actually a ton better. And it'd be even better if we had someone who's using both range and propagation in the same thing, but we do not. Yeah, the Alchemist gets rerolled because we're seriously trying to find potions for action points, but we'll take potions of movement. Which don't serve the same exact purpose, but, you know, it's still better than nothing. Our last guy probably goes there, but we'll double check some things. So we're full up on the inn. Let's go ahead and go to seeing the exact quantity on everything. Yeah, we're seeing some twisted tonight. Those are what screwed us up so bad last time, so I'm glad we went ahead and bumped that now. And past that, it's time to start bumping item level. Maybe go ahead and take the bump on the shopkeeper, and whatever we have left can just get spent on gear, which is a nice change of pace. I learned my lesson on Dragon House, and we're just taking the poison damage when we see it, rather than rolling and hoping for better. We'll take the diagonal propagating now, so he's going to be pretty ridiculous. Yeah, new guy Patrick, I still don't really even know how we're building in particular. He's kind of in a weird space. He's running a ranged weapon, and we're going to keep at that, but I don't like Perseverance. I don't really like Mark, because I always forget to use it. We'll grab it anyway, because anti-dodge is kind of an important trait on him. And really, I'm just not going to take... I'm not going to ignore 9% crit on a ranged target character. Just no. I don't really want isolation. I really don't. But it beats the rest of these options. We'll take the reroll anyway, see if we do better. That we did not. Skill range, however, is better, so good rerolls. And then let's grab Alban, new guy. New guy needs a weapon. This sword is not going to cut it. In the business of we are going to continue getting him hit a lot, he's going to grab back protection. Because we need the armor, frankly. And he absolutely wants block, but we'll see what else he gets offered. On this side of things, none of this particularly matters to him. We'll take the mana regen, because his mana regen is actually pretty sad. But here we want block or armor, but we'll take an action point. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Tribulated. Moo to you too. Thank you so much for the resub, man. How you doing? I'm cold. I'm clinging to this coffee like a lifeline. I'm just going to sit here until the warm all comes out of it. Take a nap in this coffee. Probably not the best plan a dude ever had. It's like, you've got corpse piles out here you can get. Yeah, we're ignoring those for a reason. We'll go ahead and use that last work to grab materials. Oh, and we'll put some thought into who is going to be where in a second. Let's check the shop, because, yeah, that we need a better melee weapon thing really is a thing. Ideally, I would have liked to grab him a one-hander, but I would also grab him this two-movement spear. It's pretty great. And it's kind of the only thing on the board melee-wise right now without taking a reroll and taking our chances. Which I think we will. Again, we came up with a silver sword plus 3 with a great big whopping armor bonus on it. Yes, please. I really wish either of these offhanders had turned into a main hand weapon, because a main hand dagger really would be about right on him. And truthfully, this obsidian armor would be good on a bunch of people. Unfortunately, we absolutely have to do the other thing first, so... bump that. That does not go on you. That can go... Strangely, probably on you. Because he wants the poison damage. I guess the 7% range damage wouldn't be terrible on either of Strive or the other guy. The propagation doesn't make a lick of difference to either of them. It does, however, make a significant difference to her. So we'll go with that, and then the reliability can go on you. Well, no. No, I cannot actually count on dodge on you. So it is a bad play for you. So I guess it goes to you. You will have some reliability boost. And we need to speed potion. Well, we actually specifically need to speed potion CT, whose move is not really good for one of our movement characters. Yeah, no way we're getting back up enough gold to get the obsidian armor, which is a shame because it's good, but whatever. Now it is time for ballista. Just so many ballista. Ish. All I can say is anything that's been on the announcements so far. So it looks like he's going to be a Blight character. That's great. He'll probably play well with the other Blight characters. Any insights I might have related to testing on that would be under NDA, and I would not be able to give you them. So I literally can tell you nothing you don't already know. I think the announcement looks pretty. Alright, let's go ahead and get out to deployment. Dragon House, of course, needs to be on the side where all the nastiness is coming in, because poison, poison, poison. Put Storming on the corner for that nastiness. For the interview, for the article? No worries, Ish. No, you know, it's one of those things where it's not always clear to people on the outside what, how the deal you're under works. And in this case, what the deal I'm under says is I can say basically nothing, and I'm kind of fine with that. Alright, we'll tuck Strive in on this side. Strive actually probably needs to tuck a lot closer to this side. I have a feeling our major fight's going to be this corner, but we're going to be running a little bit down here, and I'm not sure how much trouble we'll need down there. It's kind of a concern. Look, nobody asked you. No one asked your cat at all. Woo! 4 on that side. A little bit of a balanced issue between those two sides. It's too late. You've been caught. You have to say hello to the stream now. Yes. It is now cat dancy times. Hi. Very insistent cat. Really? You got up here to take a bath on the camera? Hedonist. He wanted no part of me all day today, and the second I put on a camera, he wants attention. You may sit here. I'm going to play a game now. Okay, we've got not one, not two, not three, but 4 torches on this side. It's gonna be a thing. I am well aware that Cat is the true ruler of the house. Let me tell you, we spend more on his food than mine, I think. Do you have anything else you can hit from here? Yes. Yes, you do. And now you see the real reason CT has the sword skills. It's for fast travel. What I really love about this is with diagonal propagation. This is a straight line. Alright, stand here, be a wall. Yeah, there's our first Twisted and his ridiculous defense. And he immediately went to full-on immunity, so that's going to be a thing. Yeah, I can break through that some, but not to any kind of meaningful degree, which is fine. We will just poison the absolute crap out of all of his buddies, and call that good enough. And I do mean basically all of his buddies. I'm a little disappointed he can't vault all of those and it out here with that sword leap skill, but that is how it goes. We'll just double leap out to there. So the question really was, how many of these can I get this turn? 1. 2. You know, enough. Okay, we aren't going to have all else of useful left in our kit. But that's kind of completely fine. I was specifically trying to avoid that shot. Like, I particularly moved out of his line to make that not happen. And he moved in and did it anyway, which was very rude. Really? Missed? 24% dodge, and that's a whiff, huh? That takes care of the first twisted. Really kind of hoping on that one bouncing back, but didn't work out that way. Which is fine, we'll just solve this problem by other means. Because we have a wave motion gun. Alright, sir, for your crime with the dodge skill, we're going to be taking that away now. Dude's hits with that sword still are not very good. He's kind of not using any of the things he needs for it. Okay, this guy is basically immune to damage this turn. I am real sick of their dodge being so good. It is honestly way better than is strictly justifiable. Yeah, they are going way out of their way to come laser things twisted. It's a problem. Also, I really wish my stuff let me ignore any concept of conventional line of sight and laser things directly through solid objects like that. That feels like a bug. Because, yeah, I certainly can't laser that dude back. We are getting so many twisted up through here, and it's a problem. I'm trying not to be upset by things going wrong in this game, but the twisted legit feel unfair. I just got XCOM rolled on the dodge on that thing, because 20% dodge, really? It's got 60% resistance to all conventional damage, which is still 30% resistance to magical damage, and a quarter of my attacks just flat don't hit them. If I put these in a tabletop game, my table would rightly be very unhappy with me. If 1 in 4 of your attacks just flat can't hit, and they resist 60% of the damage, it'd still annoy you. And I do think quite rightfully so. Okay, yeah, I'll acknowledge that that's probably not unfair. D&D's odds are a little weird. D20 system being what it is. I would mind less if there were a few of them and if they weren't firing death rays. You know, a big nasty tanky enemy, fine. A big nasty tanky enemy which is also personally soloing my team, a little frustrating. There goes another one. I don't think the Exemplar's the right example, because again, there's ways to deal with its nonsense. Here I have to both deal with the fact that there's the accuracy problem, and deal with the fact that they deal a lot of damage, and deal with the fact that they resist a lot of damage, all in the same package. The Exemplar deals a ton of damage, sure, but you can kill him. And in fact, with the right build, you can apparently kill him real fast. I mean, yeah, he's absolutely a horrifying death machine, no denying it, but at the same time, you can work around it. Part of the problem there is also I've learned to deal with the Exemplar's bullshit. This bullshit, I didn't even know. Because it's kind of the total package. 60% full-on damage reduction, which they can boost to 100% every other turn. 24% straight up dodge. 1 in 4 times your attacks just fail in a game where the expectation is your attacks will always hit. Yeah, you need to use an action point to hire yourself out of there. Yeah, there's accuracy boosts that you can get, but again, the problem I'm having with spending a lot of my points on accuracy is the expectation is barring this exact nonsense with a very small selection of the total monsters. you expect a hit. The accuracy stat is literally only good for very small use cases. Sure, I can definitely know I'm probably encountering the Twisted on this run every time, but is it worth spending my very small stat supply on dealing with only those guys? No, probably not. Because I will almost certainly end up missing out on other solutions doing that. And again, they're flat breaking rules of the game otherwise. It doesn't show me that these guys do not have to depend on line of sight. It doesn't say in this attack that it is not that it in fact ignores line of sight rules and can be shot through walls. There's a marker for that, by the way, because I can show you that. Because it's in the skill tree, third eye, with the vision effect, which has the little eyeball. Practically nothing grants it, and I don't see it on any of these enemies. But Strive's down hit points because he got lasered straight through that pillar. I'm getting blocked by the shield guy. That's why I can't get through. So the correct solution is hit the shield guy. There we go. And the problem here isn't I'm losing. The problem here is I'm losing in a way that I cannot see any way to counter. I know there must be a way to counter it because I know people have beaten this game. I just don't see it. May as well top up what little bit of healing we got handy. No one said switch out and skip the entire rest of your turn. That was definitely the opposite of what I had in mind for you. There we go. Meanwhile, Albin up here with his armor unblocked just absolutely stood through that entire mess. Which is what we built him to do, so I'm glad it's working. 1 in 4, great big momentum hit, ate my momentum, did nothing. Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong thing's stats. I'm like, why is it not taking damage? Yeah, because I'm not looking at the right dude. Yeah, and I thought I was building people to counter as part of my problem. Both of my magic guys are getting set up to deal with them, but unfortunately they're getting set up to deal with them much later in the cycle when I expected them. The good news is I can know he's not setting up to do the beam because he requires charge for it. I'm sort of impressed that he managed to run out of sword attack there. Yeah, this one is definitely... These ones have definitely shown up sooner than planned. Realistically, what I should have done, because I had a leftover worker tonight, is I should have, as soon as I saw those guys on tonight's roster, hit the reroll the night button. Because I had one. It was a thing I could have done. I didn't think it was going to be necessary. I thought my plans that I had sort of put together to try and hard counter them would work. They aren't. Oh, didn't get the 1 in 4 that time, did ya? The good news, such it is, their line just more or less holds it. The bad news is that Twisted is about to death ray in somewhere. Oh no, he decided against. The other one just set up for it. What he did instead is so much worse, because they just both did their I am immune to everything charge. Alright. Poison those guys. Ideally, I'd like to... Well, can I? Alright, what I'd like to do is get him isolated. Now he's isolated. That lets me bombard him with the isolation damage effect, even though it doesn't actually really solve that problem nearly as well as I'd like. And then we're going to get way the hell away, because we do not want Dragon House taking that beam. Albin, on the other hand, we specifically want taking the beam, so he's going to get right in this thing's face and fail to do any damage. That's fine. Distract him with your sexy body. Okay, you have somewhat less dodge. Cute. 12% dodge. 12. 2 attacks in a row. Didn't make 3, did ya? Jerk. 3 targets on the board. 1 is poisoned to death, the other 2 are both twisted. Because of course they are. Gonna say it's not gonna quite kill him. She's in the shit. Yeah, no good. Can't get to him. Okay, even if I could, he's at 100% resist, and CT doesn't have any resistance piercing. I got lucky. His resistance went away and the ballista finished the job. And over here, my plan worked, and Albin took the hit, and basically shrugged it off because his defense is so damn high. This is especially great news because he's sitting there minus his great big resistance buff, isolated, and without a charge on. So we can just pull the orb out and absolutely beat him to death with it. Very slowly. Yeah, mostly it's miserable because, okay, yeah, we managed to pull that out, but almost all of the damage actually done to town was by those guys. All of this enormous hit point damage was actually those guys. Except, I think, for CT. They just vastly seem to outscale the other enemies in terms of their effectiveness. At least this time we didn't get the elite one. Five of them coming tonight. The prowess has been accomplished, really. Yep, we hit the 200 limit on orbs. And the 1,000 on scepters. So I think our only remaining 200 at this point is great swords. Yeah. Just get down there and line up. Thank you. Alright. Bits of good news is we've got a couple of corpse piles, so we'll be able to pull them for a little bit of loot. I don't feel a need to push back the fog any tonight, because 2 out is kind of where I wanted. We're seeing a two-sided attack. Hitting the button didn't change anything in the actual sides, and it's basically a little here and then this corner, which is fine. Bump the repairs before we go any further, and in fact go so far while we're at it as to maybe replace a wall that went down. Oh, it was the gate that went down. Yeah, I didn't want that gate there anyway, so I'm kind of fine with that. I'm middling less fine with having lost the wall and the panic to that, and especially the ballista, but what can you do? Okay. We're definitely bumping the amount of healing going on here because we took some serious hits. And used some serious mana, as well we should have had to, for dealing with that. And we should be in a little bit of a better mutual support range on this side, at least. Notice that the economy game is running a lot better than it was, which I'm pretty happy with. We're in a position to go ahead and go straight to top item level, and we're gonna. And as long as we're in the process of doing that, we'll put down the second alchemist. And past that, we'll look at, okay, what do we need in terms of shops, and decide tomorrow. But we're in a very good space on economy. Also, level ups all around, and 2 for Patrick. Okay. CT did not get up to Boom, which is really the only thing remaining on him that we actually strongly care about. There's no point in grabbing CT crit power perks because, yeah, he doesn't have any crit. I wouldn't object to giving him Runic Gift, but it'd only be to give him the second equipped trinket, really. And we absolutely need him to have sheer power to cut through 50% resistance. So, failing any of that, he's more or less got an open slot here, and it's weird. He has a mana regen bonus for killing, and he has the option for blink, so I think it's the correct plan for him. It also means we can give the potion of speed he's carrying to literally anyone else, because now he teleports. Because screw you. All of this is basically wrong. 20% healing wouldn't have been terrible. Momentum is entirely and specifically correct. He's carrying a sword. It shouldn't be his only weapon, and in fact I'd prefer it wasn't. Not the point. On this side of the fence, my preference would have been almost anything else, but we'll take 6% crit because it never hurts. Strive is first up to the level 9 perks, so have fun. You've got a 9, 10, and 11, and we have 3 perks laid out for you, and they're all amazing. The important one for you is also sheer power, because like I said, we're cutting through some damn Twisted. So now you get to have 50% off of their resistance. Also, because it is apparently a problem now, you have an accuracy penalty in your gear. A little more, because you're already sitting on resistance reduction. So it'll have its resistance and then reduce, it'll have its 30 and then reduce from there, I think is how that works. Although, we'll have to find out. Because if you do your reduction first, well, which is smaller? So if we have it to 30 and then take your 7 reduction off, that's 23. If we take the 7 off up front, that's 53, halved is 26, so it's slightly better if it halves first. We'll find out. And we're also going to tap the accuracy on you, especially since apparently we've been sitting on an accuracy penalty this whole time. Why do you have this? Oh right, because of your native unbelievably bad health regen. We need to solve that problem with something else. Well, their unbuffed native is 60% resistance. And the perk reads it ignores half of that. Dragon House also made it to the end, so Gab's 100% more poison damage. So get more poison in his poison, because he'd like to poison some things with some poison. One of the few characters who multi-hit is completely useless on. Oh, I meant to take that poison. Undo, undo, Control Z. Oh. Fine. Have some health regen. Damn it. Yeah, and I think you'll tag some more resistance because you're actually taking hits. Oh well, he still ended up with a lot more poison damage. Stormy is in this wonderful weird place where I want more crit cans on her. And like a lot more. That said, I will absolutely and be stuck taking 3 move points on her because the reroll on this is not... Well, no, we'll take the reroll. The reroll was not good. That's fine. We'll take the armor. Taking less damage is great. Patrick, meanwhile, continues the campaign of, look, I have no idea what to give you. Dude is doing a whole lot of sit way back and lob AoE crossbow shots in, and that's great. It's lovely. It's what I want him doing. I want him doing field study with a long range. In fact, I would also love him to have surgical strike. I don't mind him having human ballista and fortress master, so that really kind of only leaves us going, what am I doing on this tier? So why don't you, for mana spending, have action points back, and then next tier, take field study. And again, for him, ideally what I want is crit chance. I'm going to take the stun chance here because if I get a good longbow, he's a good candidate for it. And if we get that, we'll also roll back and grab stunning on him for big longbow stun coverage. But he's also going to take... no, he's got Mark. Does he have Mark? He does not. I could have sworn I had Mark on someone. Yes, I do. It's in... My brain's tonight. So he's already a reducing dodge, which theoretically should obviate the need for stacking accuracy on him. And there's 8% crit, which is absolutely a thing we want. Oh. Albin is easy because he wants defense. And there's really no reason not to grab him head-on. And in fact, if we're doing that, we could also grab him relentless later. He might also consider Mana Shield, just given what he's out there doing. Yeah, so his whole job, because he's sitting on Spiky Counter, which does a strike back based on your block, is to stand out there in vast walls of enemies and be like, "Get me! Get me! I like being hit in the face! Aha!" And he really does kind of have the perfect face for it. I'd have liked block, but I will absolutely take 10% resistance on that dude. And a little skill range actually lets him do a little more moving around back there with that sword attack, so call it good. This is mostly not a great roll, except that The full helm +3 is actually a really good Albin item, so if we don't use rerolls up anywhere else, we'll come back to that. However, we rolled a Potion of Energy 4, so we're not using a reroll here on the Alchemist. That just comes home with us. Okay, these pants are the perfect mixed message item. They are good for ranged and physical damage, and poison. The only thing that combines those is daggers and hand crossbows, of which we're running neither. On the other hand, they're not actually a straight linear upgrade over our current poison pants, never mind. There is no one for whom the goat hat is relevant, and the gray hat is terrible. This one is getting re-rolled, because the only guy who could reasonably use the Step Hunter pants can't. This one needs re-rolled worse. I'm not even looking at those. Yeah, this cape is amazing. Well, here's the dagger we needed to make those pants good. We didn't re-roll them. Did I mention this was our probable reroll if we didn't find anything else? Yeah, we're just taking that for Alvin. Heck with it. I can't even pretend to be unhappy with those results. So, who is our crit guy? CT is apparently our crit guy with 230% crit power. Holy cats! Which is a shame, because these are so useless for him under every other conceivable circumstance. Stormy is very nearly our crit guy, and 11% more rather, plus stun chance on her already good stun weapon, is a very good piece. Okay, Alvin, you get to hold this dagger and also have the poisony pants. And this hat. Apparently you're the big winner on Loot Night tonight, so why don't you have a potion of energy while we're at it? I lied, Elbin. Why don't you take this dagger? It's better. That'll do. Yeah, alright, that is getting picked up for CT. So I mentioned real early in the run, thinking very hard about a sledgehammer for CT for his ridiculous ranged bonus. And there it is. Is this the right moment for it? Maybe. It's honestly not the thing I want right now. He's been doing so well with that axe. I really wish I could afford 70 to 112, 121. I'm 17 short of getting both of those things. I don't think I can make that back up. Well, if you're going to a two-hander, the sword is the weapon with a bit more actual damage on it. We lose the crit power on the axe, and that's kind of fine. Yeah, alright. We can just dump the axe and call it good. And the spare shield goes in Albin's other set. So now he has extra shielding for even more block, for even more reflect. Okay. So in your fit of strangely great news, we have managed to bump out our entire supply of ballista tonight. Although we're rapidly hitting the point of maybe we should put down the warp gates, dummy. There we go. Okay, and now their strong attack side is also faced with all of the seasoned ballista. That ought to be fun. Alright. Okay, I actually want you, like, way startlingly, stupidly out front. I am going to get hit right in the face immediately out front. A big chunk of them is coming from this gate. Four. Looks like four. One of our twisted stuck his nose out immediately, and we have elites. Okay. Plus 70 block on that guy. The 800 armor actually makes it pretty rough, as it turns out. Because we use the unblockable attack to blow right through his armor, but, you know what, fine. Still done. Clear back and solve that problem first, and you can solve that problem later. We've got a great big whopping 30% dodge aura back here. That is going to be a problem. A big crit there would have been very, very acceptable. But as it happens, plans came together. Not perfectly, not especially smoothly, but nonetheless together. Hello, Elite, I did not see. You're energetic. That is terrible. And your 12% dodge is unnaturally good at that. Yeah, well, we'll deal with that in a minute. You can really tell those seasoned operator upgrades just went in. Yeah, the energetic guy moves forward. Yeah, he's gotta go. And sure enough, we're up to 8 AP per ghost, which is a big ball of no fun. Yeah, I should not have made that move. It put Patrick out there in the open in a way I'm not at all comfortable with. Okay, in addition to our energetic elite, we have a 300 armor elite right here. And we still have the dodge aura one over here. Okay, no action point necessary for the teleport, which is good. Yeah, this guy's gotta go. And he's done. Okay. So she will with a bit of effort. Okay, a lot of effort. Whoop. Does give one action point at a time. I might have done this a little differently, having realized that. That puts her in an uncomfortable position. So, great. Those are the really dangerous shots on the board. The rest of this is all very deep. We've got a new elite coming in. 20% regen, so he needs to go, but he needs to go all in one move. And we're down to 2 torches on the board. One of which has a dude literally right there. Alright, do that and then make your escape. Mark him. And maybe don't be poisoned. There we go. Can you? Yes, you can don't be poisoned him as well. Alright. This dude is sitting here solo with no dodge, so he gets all of the shots from the dagger. Which get bonuses for that sort of thing. There we go. That guy's a concern. No mage over there to deal with his punk ass. Why are you down an action point? What debuffed you? You know, don't care. That was meant to go to CT. There we go. Give him the bonus to get out. Thank you. Wrong hit because he's charged. You a hit that's better? Not on a twisted this turn, no. So wisdom in this case is to embrace the art of getting the fuck out of that. Here's your reminder for the bad guys. Region 20 only matters as you survive the first hit. Yeah, exactly. Didn't do him a ton of good, did it? Oof. Yeah, CT just took the laser. He absolutely doesn't want to be taking the laser. One in 4. How much movement can I squeeze into a momentum shot? A fair chunk. I really need to go over there and punch out that guy while he's on his low resistance turn. That'll do. Why am I spamming shots into a 150 block target? That is a big waste of my time. We've got a 400 extra health hunter hiding back there in the Misty Elite, with 2 more hunters beside it, so that is a lot of trouble hiding back there. More elites coming in behind, too. Regular Twisted. 67% dodge claw. That is some bullshit. Mirror Shield Hopper. Which means what I want is to do that number. He's going to take a little bit of damage from the initial poisoning, but now he's super poisoned. We're going with that approach because it doesn't count as a direct assault, so it doesn't trigger Mirror Shield. Ideally, what I need here is a great big crit, but I don't know that his crit chance is really high enough to justify this. 18%. Yeah, no, it really isn't. So what we'll do instead is, you know, start knocking out the crowd. Alright, drop the big nasty unblockable hits on him, and then stop bothering that guy. stand out there in the way if you would. Your job is really more or less to just hit Twisted. Problem is, the 2 Twisted I need hit are at the opposite ends of the map. Avon calling. It's done. CT is just getting hammered. Side effect of that completely unarmored defense thing he's got going on. In 4. It's way likelier than you'd think. Mostly that's done so they have a debuff for next turn. Don't be out there for the moment. So the good news is he went for decoy. He went for Albin and used his big nasty laser on the guy who was the most well set up to resist. Alright. Doing that just so he has a debuff on him. Because the damage potential of the opportunistic Centipede Strike is somewhat better than the other one. But since this guy is not on his big resistance but debuff, as long as we can hit him, grr, which apparently we cannot. Seriously? CT is so injured he doesn't have enough movement to get clear out here to stop that guy. It's a problem. There. Yeah, getting a little bit more of our gear up into what we're planning to do to Twisted helped enormously. Count the elites, though. 2, 5. 5 to those guys. 7, 8, 9. No, 6, 7, 8. 4 more, 12. 12 elites. Plenty of. Alright, I need some more drinks. I'll be back in a moment. I think it's going pretty well, and thank you for coming in, Ish. Glad to have you tonight. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no surprise, we've got a couple of elite loot. Alright, so let's bring everything on in. So the great news is we have now spent the money on raising our item level. That don't gotta be done again. We can put the big heal up, which I specifically wanted for CT anyway. Tag in everybody with the little heal and the mana recovery. And then, you know, see what we see on money. We've also got more Epics 3, which is kind of great. More Epics 2, rather. So let's start spending some workers. Two elite loot. I didn't see how much essence each of those elite loot gave, but it was apparently enough to bump us back up to you have enough for a trade, which is funny. And we'll grab the essences, try again. The items from the other two big corpse piles. We didn't flat lose any walls, not from lack of trying. And we have a very, very busy night ahead of us. That corner, a little bit down here. The big thrust is here. But also here. That'll be exciting. On the corner ones, we're just going to kind of round off what ballista are like right in the way. And then we'll see about doing some walls in a minute. Kind of thinking about where do we want to spend our workers still, too. I think the answer is still money, because it lets us ramp up some economic to do. 2 alchemists, which is probably plenty. Both producing 2 items a night after tonight. Truthfully, we're probably the worst off with ranged weapons right now. So stack in a bowyer. And let's also stack in a jeweler for trinkets. Both of those can also get bumped to 2 items a night. And okay, we're not at full cap yet, but we've really, really done a lot of work. What do you think? 500. What do you think I have enough for a 500? Oh, it's probably Omen of Many something. Axes, bows, ponies, oars. We can pick that up. Alright, we've got loads and loads of something got produced overnight. There's an energy 4 potion. The damage 4 potion is not what I asked for, but I'll take it anyway. The Elite Carrion is going to have loads of possibilities, and I'm kind of curious about all of them. This rifle is honestly god-awful, which is a shame. So is this wand. And I'm not even talking about the pants. So we'll take the reroll here on this item. The block is the thing on this, and it's big. We can have similar block over here in exchange for also a lot of health, which is a lot of damage for CT, so that will be what we do. We pulled out 2 elite pieces tonight, which is really great. Oh, and hey, let's just continue to add to that. Would we prefer the axe, which is funny, or this excellent sledgehammer, which is equally pretty funny, or this slightly ridiculous battle mage armor, which is also pretty funny, and really, really helps CT's survivability, which is a concern. So I think we'll roll with it. One of these gets sold, and it'll be the Rusty Sledgehammer because it's the spendy one. This is one of those cases where I really don't want this magic orb, but it's absolutely an upgrade. And it's a much better upgrade than anything else we're sitting on here. And we grab the cape here, because it can go usefully somewhere. So, CT, grab this shield. Your former shield, which is honestly still pretty amazing. This armor. That is a cell. That actually is very appropriate right there for CT. Apparently this is CT's night for stuff. I was talking about getting rid of the Troll Blood Amulet on you, and this is the moment. No one else is going to want that thing. And Strive is also the correct place to dump our potion of big damage. CT gets the energy potion because he flat needed it last night. All of this is so. And then just in case I didn't have a place to spend my money yet, this sword is amazing. This crossbow is also amazing. Let's get both of those. Let's get the let's skip the crossbow and get this unbelievable scepter. Wow. I hope. Whoop, don't sell it. That would be an epic misclick. All right. I would really like to have also gotten the crossbow, but I'm not sure we can get another 36 gold right now. Actually, I've got 2 unused workers. I really probably can. So the dumb question is, how much is Strive's current bow? 15. How about yours? 31. It would be replaced by Strive's. 31 means I'm not making up that much at all. Yeah, no, that means 1 worker worth of, please go get me money. Strive, have a giant upgrade. Patrick, have a small upgrade. So I was talking about bows being the place we were the most behind, and that suddenly just changed. I've been trying to get Strive's crit up, so we're definitely going to take that. Means I'd like to reroll here. I would have hoped for crit power, but I'm going to take range damage while it's sitting there, rather than reroll and get something we hate. Stormy absolutely goes to sheer power because, seriously, screw the Twisted. And curiously, having rolled propagation damage, she's going to take it, running 2 propagation weapons. And on this side of the fence, 8% damage is nothing to scoff at. Also, before we go any further down our list, we're not actually seeing the Twisted today. Instead, we're seeing Shielders, and it looks like Boomers. Pretty sure those are Shielders, Guardians. They might be Bulkies. I would really love it if you could mouse over this and see directly. Patrick, you are absolutely taking 8% more crit. And some crit power to boot. Albin is again in that wonderful space of, what do I get you? We're going to get you Mana Shield, have more block value. There we go. Alright, we have spent our money, we have spent our workers. There are technically buildings with free actions left. But none where that is rampantly necessary. And no, Albin is not. Neither of the last 3 characters have been named for someone in channel yet. Alright, the walls are now all correctly walled. And I don't know if it's time to start, like, sneaking in traps or catapults at this point. Oh, dummy. It's neither. We're not done upgrading Ballista. Not by half. We will start embiggening the Ballista on this side because it bumps their damage. And this is our nasty range tonight. Alright, I think picking one, I'm going to pick the guy who's out there standing around in the stupid getting hit in the face, because it amuses me. There we go. So bear with me, because I did not, in fact, open my reward request thing tonight. There we go. That is now marked as complete. Hooray! And speaking of things that are done, we're done with the evening, so... Dragon House continues to be standing at the forefront of let's stop everything in the entire run with our face. So one of our problems tonight is we can have torches on all of the sides. We're going to put CT out here to cover a side. We're going to put Stormy out here to cover a side. These plans both suck. I will stand here along with you. Our other big shot over here is... I need AoE damage over there is the problem, and we really only have the one guy who's super good at it. Stormy is really the other one, so I need someone else over there covering a side. Which I guess is going to be Patrick. It's not ideal. On northwest. None on the southwest. One in the southwestest corner. Between southwest and south, straight south corner, really. 5 total. 5 total. He explodes. should be an entirely reasonable position for his nonsense. Stormy might have hit her stride a bit. Strive is also very much hitting his stride. Oh, wow. Right in, huh? Yeah, same with this guy if we don't take him out this turn. That's an exciting problem. No, the exploders are nuts. This is a known. She's still using the bad potion. Alright, which means she's really not getting a lot more done this turn. Yeah, the loss on the ballista does not help matters a bit. That said, we got most of the mark done on those. Also, I don't remember giving this character quite this much movement. And it's kind of ridiculous. Like, gloriously ridiculous. So the hope is that the ballista take care of the other boomer. Dead. Really needed a bigger momentum hit than this. Problem solved. Solved-ish. Solved-like. Solved enough. The thing where I wanted to give him a big range bonus on hammer, yeah, there was a reason for that. Okay, I simply can't generate enough action points to solve this problem and get the flame put out. Which is fine. We do what we can do. I mean, I suppose we are working for the good of all of us except the ones who are dead. But, probably not in the more classical style the song uses. That'll do. Folks get in here. Salad tongs. Salad tongs. Okay. Hi, Gamer Graham. Thank you very much for the raid. I'm assuming you were playing some last spell tonight. How you doing? Glad to have you. Welcome on in, everyone. I'm your host, King Banhammer, and we are doing last spell on Elderlicht on Apocalypse Zero, because I still haven't beaten that, and it has been kicking me around. Really, Path of Exile. What brought you here, then? Actually, let me look at who came in with you. No, I don't see anyone who would have brought you in. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure enough. For more than a year. No, I remember you talking in chat before. It's giving me the highlight, so my brain was like, you're a new chatter who's never chatted before. No, but it's giving me the highlight because you rated in. Pardon. Twitch things. We have an exciting problem over here. And a great big whopping hole in our wall to go with it. Yeah, ain't it just? Man, I just finished a cup of coffee. I shouldn't be this zonky, but apparently yes. Now, part of it's just that my focus is in more than one place at once, and that is always going to cause any amount of grief, you know? It never doesn't. Punch the support guy out. I probably could have also taken some time there and punched out the boomer, which is a big problem and needs to die, kinda right now. Anyone got a sec to come deal with that? Mostly no. Yeah, Strive has one over here that needs to be taken. And even if he didn't, has a separate problem of, hi, here's a bunch of dudes. And in fact, it's probably time to go pistol on them. That would have been a really good time to get the crit. I know you're going to be busy. You're going to be helping. I'm the next logical person to go solve that problem. That's exciting. Hey, Yorek, how you doing? Can I even get there? Yes, by way of Sword Express. There we go. The explosion doesn't damage the center space, so as long as you're displacing in... I am definitely jealous of the landscaper. Good work. Alright, so the boomers that were a big problem have died this turn. We've still got all manner of big problems going on. Didn't see the boomer back there. He doesn't get into melee range of anything this turn, so he might be fine. That took out a bunch of the important things over there. Action points is going to be my problem. Okay, he's done. I can't shoot through him directly. He's done. I have a line of sight problem going for him, and also a range problem with Mark. That one is the especially vexing bit. That's alright. Rather than try and pin the dodgy target, just sort the field a bit. Okay, the boomer did not get into range. And while I've got lots of problems, it is at least looking moderately solvable. That said, big poison to here. Big poison to here. Yeah, you're done. Alright. You don't even look at anything that isn't touching the walls this turn. I don't have line of sight to him through the other one. We'll come back to you. I thought I had Stormy, and she needs to be very busy. There we go. Nope, you don't even move. Just continue shellacking everything with big ranged attacks. That'll do. Okay, literally the only target on your field that is worth carrying about at all is please kill him. There we go. you don't stay out in the open so hard. Alright. There we go. That pretty much opens the side. And now we're down to thinning it out. 54 targets left, and I think all of the nasty ones are dead. We got a few gunmen on the southeast, and I'm not thrilled with it. That'll be why. Meanwhile, Strive is just going to explode into a hail of gunfire and crossbow bolts on that side, and everything will die. I find this eminently acceptable. Yep, Again, that looks like a straight line when your bounces are cornering. Thank you. You picked up his poison and are dead from it. And we'll just triple tap you and you're done. So let's Patrick. Excuse me. Shift up to here and help out over here. Unfortunately, his plans did not really include a way to tap through that guy's armor twice. That felt appropriately silly. Where are the remainder? 3, 4, 5, all poisoned to death. 6. I can't quite get in melee range now. But he's dead anyway. Everything is now melted. So yeah, despite getting the really early twisted a couple of nights ago, we're getting to the point of finally picking those off. My plan actually is working for anticipating those. Losing that chunk of the wall did us a lot of no favors on Panic. Also, a boomer damaged 6 other monsters when exploding. That's kind of great. I was gonna say, what's the cheap ones we can afford? Say it isn't. Okay, yeah. Specific bonuses to things I don't care about. So we'll roll that into more epic items. I'm getting a laugh out of a thing here because we have somewhere along here a cause damage by boomers exploding, moment of bursting flesh, which requires 20,000 total, and we just aren't quite there yet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well obviously our first worker project tonight is going to be push the mist back, because that is a little too close. And then before I get anything else rolling, let's just go ahead and dump out the repairs. And maybe put back the missing ballista. Damn it. We're still one short. Huh. Well, it probably can go there. We'll come back to that all in a minute. And I see a couple of corpse piles big enough to item. And we're good. Okay. We might be up to the point where it's not worth dumping all of our cash into, or our workers into cash, rather. There's a potion of energy 5. There's a 4. We missed on that one. This one is a flat reroll because there's nothing that I would take. There's a 4. So I will take this potion of strength 4 here and call that good enough. We've got an enormous crit charm going on here because it's plus 7% crit, plus 55% crit power. That is the big winner on those, although this resistance reduction on this is pretty sweet. We didn't get any big hits on this one. We'll come back to it and think about... Well, we did get a big hit. It's not a big enough hit, as it turns out. So that might be where our reroll goes. Speaking of big, ridiculous crit items, this warrior armor. I hate to turn down our poison damage by the 27%, but the base poison damage on this is significantly higher. And now starts coming those real temptations, but the hand crossbow with an action point on it is a guaranteed grab. And I was saying I wanted a better pistol first drive. That is a better pistol first drive. So is that. Which one is exactly better? I don't know. Probably this one, but it's a close call. That means I do have a reroll here, and there was nothing here I was super enthused about. And we rolled into a great big ridiculous holy ring with an action point on it. So, you know, not complaining about that. This is just kinda sad, and it should feel sad. 28 resistance reduction for a move point is maybe worth considering on someone, so we'll come back to it. Meanwhile, I'm smelling something slightly burning, so I'm going to go check on that. That's probably the oven, because we were supposed to be making a dinner plan here. And if that's making burny smells, maybe I should find out. So, back in a minute. Alright. Everything is under control. Or something resembling control. Control-ish. Control-like. Some kind of vaguely control-feeling substance. I don't know. Let's go ahead and put the third camp up. I don't know that we're spending all of our dudes on some... Excuse me, goodness. Materials either, but it's probably better to have them at this point. had to double check because, you know, is that a something's funny, please come help, or just, you know, no, she's listening to our audiobook and it was apparently funny. I'm having that night where I'm going to be doing a lot of checking on things, I can tell. Okay. 3 from that way. We did not yet click. There we go. Refine that down. Nothing technically from the north. 3 from opposite sides, nothing from the south. So we've kind of got this really interesting mix tonight, and that's fine. And it's absolutely time to just bump every ballista we can. Absolutely straight all the way up. And I think that means that tonight we need to dump every worker we got left into salvaging. Okay, did it... Me, I told you to go over there. Thank you. Okay, we don't have enough serious injuries to be concerned. Yeah, CT's the most down, and he's only down 10 hit points at that point. Little tiny bits of down, which is not terrible. We can, however, drop a worker on recover mana. Good enough. And absent another plan, we'll go ahead and get gold with the remaining workers, because I don't have more corpses that are worth grabbing for items or anything. Start ratcheting around. Probably we should have started on the other side of things too, going for taller ones for more damage, but whatever. We'll just skew slightly heavier on that side. That said, I think we're going to finish up our prep work for tonight and be done, because we've only got about 10 minutes left on the stream, and that's almost certainly not getting us left on the night. But our prep work is going to include some of the fun toys, like there's Boom for CT. And just a little more skill range, which ought to make him just that slightly more ridiculous. And I'd like to re-roll here. Well, okay. Go at over 50% crit, don't mind if I do. Yeah, the warrior armor is not an upgrade for him. Neither is the total charm, curiously. It's a downgrade for crit total. Upgrade for crit power. But he can grab a potion of strength. Hey, yeah, LDG. Thank you so much for the resub. And yeah, Dragon House had mentioned an entirely different 44. But thank you so much for your 44 months, man. How you doing tonight? We are in a bit of the wrap-up process on leveling everyone up and sorting out for our plan for tomorrow. Including Strive here, who remains utterly ridiculous and would like to get more so because there's a big crit bonus. I will take a little reliability bonus on him. Yeah, we had a rough patch much earlier, and kind of sorted it out, which I'm happy with. Alright, Strive has lots of room for new toys, and frankly, these toys are not they. I think we absolutely throw the turtle charm on him. I think the mana ring is pretty terrible and can be safely ignored, and he gets the gun as his only offhand. There's a definite argument, especially given his already phenomenal resistance reduction. Which I can't find anywhere. Where is that? No, really. Huh. Oh. It's a stat. It's hiding right here. Given his base 21%, there's a definite argument for throwing the resistance reducing trinket onto him, even though it loses out on the move point. He's ranged, he can take it, and we're going from 5 to 28, which gets him up to 44% resistance reduction, on top of his have your resistance effect, which I think main strive now is going for I ignore your resistance entirely, which is what I want. Dragon House picks up Hex to go with his terrible poisoning perks, which means that his poisons will also now last longer. Curiously, I think his stuns do too. I want to check that. He continues to receive utterly terrible rolls on poison damage, and we're actually going to take 2 skill range when it's on the offering, because yes, please. And he will want little resistance reduction, maybe? Apparently he's sitting on 21 points of it. Where the hell is that? 8 on that offhand for teleporting. Says it's all in gear. Oh, 13 on the attack turtle charm. Okay. We'll take just a little more accuracy on him because it's been a bit of a problem consistently. Stormy, having basically run out of other interesting ideas, is going to grab Critical Master to increase her crit power. For which she would like more crit if we can get it. However, she instead rolled action points, and we will be ignoring any other option to take that. So have more crit power, and we'll be silly.
How long are they to cook?
I think they said 21 minutes.
Okay.
But, you know, it'll be a check-in at that point.
Yeah.
Dinner plans. Dragon House does not need an energy potion. Stormy does. Patrick can, although he doesn't desperately. Oh, haha. Stuff that needs handed out. That needs handed out. That can be Patrick's new offhand weapon. And if I'm handing out a magic damage trinket with an action point and a skill range boost, it absolutely needs to go to Stormy, who unfortunately is going to eat the 22 armor penalty. Oh no? Oh no. I really would like to find a way to sneak this cape on the CT with the stun chance boost and the opportunism and the crit, and I think we'll just do it. Because, okay, he loses 2% crit. Oh no. On the subject of characters critting, why don't you do more of it? No, really, why don't you do a lot more of it? So, Surgical Strike on him is going to give him 50% reliability on full health targets, which will be fine. None of this is what I really want. I'll take a little crit power because 57% crit means you'll be using it. And then I want Berserk because I specifically want to be getting attacked. That's the whole point of this build. I can do that, Dragon House. In fact, I think we will put Patrick over for LD. That is not what I said to do. There we go. Let me get that marked out in the thing. There we go. And finish my level ups on me, for which 24 armor is tempting, but I would prefer block if we can get it. However, 9% crit is also fine. Alright, we're sitting on an absolute ridiculous pile of cash. We don't need more structures, so that's all going into, would you like some better toys? I mentioned at one point that I wanted to get a longbow on Patrick and experiment with some heavy stun, and this is the moment. And we just grabbed this warrior armor off of our body piles, and yet here's an upgrade for it. So, fine with that. Completely okay with that. I want to like this charm. I really want to like this charm. The block is really good for me. We'll take the Potion of Stone upgrade. We'll take the shield upgrade from A. And what I really need for armor improvement for me is something with big, absolute gob tons of block. And those are not it, unfortunately. There's a Potion of Stone 5, which beats the Potion of Stone 3 we grabbed all hollow. Let's dump all of this, which I know is not getting reused. Yeah, I'm a little loath to go with this, but instead of 3 block, we end up with a lot more armor and also some damage and crit, so it's definitely an upgrade. It's not the upgrade I want, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, we'll be switching out of that crossbow too for that longbow. Call that all good. Dump all of these. Putting us enough money to take one more spin and see if we find anything we love. And the answer is mostly no. Well, Potion of Energy 5 is still an upgrade over several of the 4s we've got on the board. And since you don't have a potion of energy yet, have one. Call that good enough. And folks, I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. We'll pick up tomorrow with Night 11, and hopefully proceed on into the end of Elder Lake tomorrow night, but we'll see. But I'm pretty happy with our setup stuff. So, bear with me. I will see you then. I have been your host, King Van Hammer. Thank you again, everyone, for the support. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you again, Gamer Grant, for the raid. It was great. Guys, it's been super great having you here tonight. I am going to see if there is someone we can run a bit of a raid out to. We got Hillhome on tonight, playing some sort of pirate-themed game. I think I'll roll with that. And folks, I will see you tomorrow night for a little more of this. I look forward to it. Thank you so much. See you then.